The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between our visitors and our home team. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited. We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
This playoffs, well, they got off to a shaky start. A couple turnovers a week ago, but it's not how you start, right? For every guy on this field, it's how you finish, especially the quarterback. Team picked him up a week ago, and you know today he wants to be the guy they win because of, not the guy they win in spite of.
Last run got them 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Back-to-back carries here. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the well again. He'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Nice to the gain on the ground.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Number 87. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Yes, it's 3, not 6, but to come away with anything on the first drive in the postseason on the road, it's a great start and a tough thing to do.
Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Well, I got to believe, Kate, that those touchdowns a week ago in that wild card round, both of them through the air, going to give this quarterback and this offense a little bit more confidence to do the same today.
Running this one off right. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the Black Knights punt team. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He tucks it and takes off. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Tigers.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Finds his man over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run now on second down. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. Now hold on a moment, folks. Got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't got their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It's a gain of 3.
Going long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Here comes their offense out again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Finds a man right side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
It is cut left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. There's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's the one back on the handoff. He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, play action. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Caught by his back. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. 8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
Back to throw now. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll see he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Still anybody's game here in the early goings. More from this one right after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Troops away from one, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Honolulu. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Goal to go. They're passing. Catch made. Touchdown. The Tigers go up by 12. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did it.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys bump the lead up to 13 points.
Black Knights, nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First down.
They go play action on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Pass play now. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
Brings picks up a third
Still
down
10 yards to
and
get this
10
first
yards
down
to
as they
go.
come to the line. They'll throw, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense to the line. Here we go. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Throwing it on second down. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throw here, third down. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Honolulu first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Brought down at the 40.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Pass play coming here. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
For a Honolulu first down. A gain of 12. First down, Tigers.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. The catch is made near the edge. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
At the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Rolling from the gun here. That's incomplete on 2nd down. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
incomplete. It's third down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Honolulu first down. First down, Honolulu.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Tigers make it a 3-possession game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And his guys push the lead to 20. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed back to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Setting up to throw. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. Third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Honolulu on the other side. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Escapes the defender. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This offense making its way back out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're going play action. Oh, what a play! He adjusted to the tipped pass, reels in that deep shot. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Now we have a 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Trouble now, the ball is out. And the defense recovers.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Cut out left. And he'll go down, and we'll see right at the 39-yard line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. This one goes off right tackle. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside of that. So 3rd down coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Honolulu, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Gets him on the end route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
First down.
They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. They've got first down here from the 36. Takes the handoff, now to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And this is going to be down, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Tigers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses. Clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The offense getting set to go. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. It is caught left side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll run here from the gun. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, Largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short pass caught by his tight end. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's good for a couple of yards. And that is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second and 7.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing on second. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Another drive coming up for this offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
For a Honolulu first down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Again to throw on second. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a gain of 7.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Oh, he put everything he had in it. This is caught inside the 15. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one connects. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Black Knights shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there.
Yeah.
Because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Black Knights drop the lead back to 13. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. On the return, here comes Reed. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Tigers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Dive play straight ahead. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry for him. He dodged the tackle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Hand off to the back. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. First down, and they go right back to him. He's still going at the 30. And he stops as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Touchdown. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Tigers.
Back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They trying to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll work against the blitz. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. 3rd down from the gun. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Throw here on 1st. Finds a man right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It'll be their football and their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing now off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a race down the right side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Black Knights can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow Mr. Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that two-point try. Could have made it a one-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. Means more than likely a couple possessions too, Kate. And we're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. We go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives them a 1st down. New set of downs from the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
They're going to try and throw it here. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Their offense running back out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. And he could have a free play here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. The running back gets it on the draw. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
26 brings up 2nd down.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing off the play fake. Cut out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And a Honolulu 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, now run. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're throwing it. It is caught left side. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Honolulu 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Pass is caught at the 9. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Honolulu 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
1st and 10. 1st and 10.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big...
He has the touchdown. The Black Knights make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, and tie this game in the fourth. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Reed. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now this offense ready to head back out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. Shoots away from one. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Running it now out of the gun. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense, just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That outruns their offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to throw it. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Look at that power, deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Air it out on 3rd. Throw left side, complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He's going to throw it again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
The 27-yard line.
Give now to the running back. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's good.
Setting up to pass. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
Scrimmage. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Setting him on the dive. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Third and a lone yard coming up. They give it to him again. And he will score and give the lead in the final minutes. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense ready to get going again now. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. All right, here we go. Second down. He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Finds his man over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. They are throwing it again. He's got it over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Throwing it again here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
To throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. All right, so their spot in the conference championship game is booked. And now, Brock, gotta imagine those Super Bowl dreams are becoming a lot more real for these guys now.
Yeah, I think they can picture that Lombardi Trophy, Kate, but there is still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
One more trophy they got to get before that, and that's the one somebody's going to raise at the end of the conference championship weekend.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Black Knights are winners as we say aloha from Honolulu.